go. We in here. I didn't have a set time today because we just going playing by ear. Right now, I don't need extra stress or added pressure, and uh, these lives are really just to connect with whoever hops in here at the time. And if you watch it back after the fact, thank you so much. That's pretty cool. You can always comment, and we can still have a conversation. But yeah, just kind of see what happens at the moment that it happens. And so that's what we're doing. I'm hot. You probably hear the AC in the background that I got going. Um, and today I was thinking about doing my collage because I want to enjoy myself. And I don't know the best way to do this. Let me just bring y'all down. All right, so yeah, I was thinking about doing my collage today. That's my art, and we'll just talk and see what happens because I was gonna work on a few things, but all of my lives, usually when I attempt to do that, I start talking to y'all, which is cool. I like that. I like to talk with y'all, even if some of the people that hop in are not talking about the best things, or not being very kind. But I still enjoy it. But I end up talking more than doing any work. So I'm gonna close this laptop and grab me something to drink because I'm hot, and I'm gonna work on the collage for a little bit. I'm not gonna stay on for too long because I want to get outside for a little bit, and I got some other things to do and work on. So just gonna take a little break and sit here with y'all. So I'm gonna grab my drink first, actually. Hold on a second. So I'm going to let me find a cup, or we'll just go with this. All right, I got my champagne glass again, or yeah, champagne. Wine is the bigger glasses. So today I got this from Aldi, and I have some sparkling water. I'm gonna attempt to mix them because I like my little sparkly, and hopefully we're gonna see how it tastes. This by itself tastes good. I like these. I haven't had them in a while, but I just picked up one, and I don't know how it's gonna taste with the lime water, but I will try it just to add a little bubbly to my drink. But hey, what's up, everybody? We're just gonna be hanging out today. I'm gonna do some of my collage, but first I gotta get me something to drink. So that's that blueberry lemonade. Okay, I think I'll put this in first. I'm just gonna try a little bit with the sparkling water. That looks like, you ever had a drink called bong water? That's what that looks like. I'm sure there's some other drinks that look like this, but that just brought back some memories. All right, and then we got our sparkling water to add a little fizz, a little mocktail. Oh, I'm gonna let the fizz go down a little bit. It's not bad. I can do it. Put a little bit more of this, and a little bit more of this. Y'all can't even see what I'm doing. I just pour some more sparkling, and pour a little more of that. All right, if you're just jumping in, we just got some probiotic water and sparkling water. Okay, we're just making a little something to drink. All right, making it fun instead of just regular water. Cheers. It is Wednesday, and we are halfway done with August, pretty much on the getting to the other side of the year at this point, and gonna be wrapping up summer here soon, next month. Autumn will follow, which is the season of harvest. What have you been planting? What have you been planting up until now? I just did my video on Sunday about which wolf do you feed, if we have both wolves inside of us. We all have dark and light inside of us. We all have a shadow. We all have an ego. We all have, these things. And which one do you feed? What is this? Probiotic blueberry lemonade from Aldi. Sparkling water, lime. Yep. Just to make it a little fun, I like bubbly to add something. I don't drink sodas, so this gives me something to drink. I do like some of the poppies and Bloom, but I'm cutting back on some of that. I think my birthday is coming up soon, and I'm going to make some adjustments personally. I'm not going to talk all about everything that I'm going to be doing, but as far as my health, I'm not going to do a whole lot because I've done that before. That was my 90 days last quarter. I talked about my gut health and everything. So I'm really going to pick up some of that again and just cut out some things for a period of time. And I'm working out. I call it training. I don't call it working out. I'm training, working towards something. Your ego only comes out when somebody beats you at Scrabble. You would beat me. I think I probably played Scrabble like twice in my life, maybe. So I know you come up with words, but I don't know the whole. Is it kind of like a crossword thing? And if you come up with a word, you can fill in the space or something. I don't know all the rules behind it. So you would definitely beat me. How to deal with rude teachers. Oh, well, that's hard. That's hard because that means they have something going on inside of them. They're immature emotionally. And so that's nothing that you can really do because they're going to be reactive. They got some issues they need to deal with. If it gets really bad, I would ask to switch classes, honestly. Because at a certain point, I mean, you can not say anything, just, kind of keep your head down type of situation. I'm trying to think, like, what are we talking about, high school or something? Throw a chair? No, we're not throwing chairs. Because now you're going to be in trouble because of them. We don't want that. That's the thing, is some of them want a reaction, like misery loves company. So whether they know it or not, they are putting that energy into that classroom, which is not okay. And it makes it very hard to learn and to enjoy yourselves. And like, kids need to go to school and feel safe, not stressed even more so than everything else. I worked in the school system for a little bit in elementary in inner city, and they told us from the start, like, when the kids come here, they are looking for shelter, food, and safety first, not learning. So you provide that first, and then we can do school type stuff. Now, of course, they got tests and meetings and all this as teachers. I was just the assistant, so I was with the kids more. So I had to be that. I actually was with them more than their parents were, because you're in school for so long and then parents work, and by the time they get home, you eat dinner, you go to bed, So that environment should be a good environment as best as it can be. So if it's not, she's retiring soon. Yeah, she's set in her ways. There's, is she, are we talking about race here, like, or religion or something? Is there some kind of, she got some underlying discrimination towards you? Because that's not okay. Again, I would ask to switch classes if I can. But depending on where you live at, how big your school is, all the things. Yeah, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. It all depends. What's up, Brendan? Hey, thank you for joining me. What do you got? What's your profile? Naruto? Is that Naruto? Naruto? I don't know. Am I saying that right? Naruto? I don't know. All my nieces and nephews know about anime, so that's why it looks familiar. Lionel, what's up? Hey, Messi in the house. Let's go. Argentina all day. I can't show you. I don't know if you can see that. I got Argentina on me. Yeah. I knew. You run like this? Okay. That's cool. How y'all doing, though? What's up? What's up? See, this is what happens. I was going to do my art and stuff, and I start talking, and I don't end up doing anything on here but talk to y'all, which is cool. That's fine with me. I enjoy that. That's what these lives are for, because my long-form video I put out every Sunday is more of me teaching and talking about a specific topic, usually around nervous system regulation. which is when you feel real stressed, you feel burned out, or you feel so much pressure, you're overwhelmed, all these things. This past Sunday, I talked about self-sabotage and those thought loops that we get stuck in. I talk about those things, and understanding them and what you can do in a more practical way. You come a bit late to class. School's a bit far, so yeah, she thinks that anyone who comes in late is hanging out with a guy. Oh yeah, she got issues. She worried about that. I mean, of course, you don't want to be late all the time. So I'm gonna need you to get there early if you can. Let's get up a little earlier. Go to bed earlier so you can get up and be ready to go. But yeah, she need to be able to handle that differently though. But take responsibility for your actions of getting there on time. But outside of that, you can't change her and how she is. That sucks. I'm sorry you got to deal with that. But, you'll be out of there. Hopefully she'll be retiring soon. You'll be out of that class. Rosalie? Hello, Rosalie. What's up? It's cute hyena. Let's go. Let's go. Got the aliens in the house. Extraterrestrials. Barely talk to anyone and your parents are always with you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Obviously, she's made up her mind. Jermaine. Yeah, if you want to label me as that. Am I a lesbian? Yes. Do I like the same sex? Yes. Am I more masculine presenting? Yes. So that's the terminology. Your dad passed away 5 years ago. He had cancer. Dang. I'm sorry, Brendan. Hopefully you had some time with him. You were able to spend some time with him. And, man, cancer, that's... Y'all, I went down a whole rabbit hole. I'm looking because I have a fire that's going out. And I'm making, trying to be, Smokey the Bear. I don't want Smokey the Bear coming after me. All right, so I'm just making sure it's going out. Good. But, yeah, I went down this rabbit hole yesterday. The cancer thing brought it up in my mind. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm doing good, Rosalie. How are you? Where are you from? Where's everybody from? What's going on? Where we at? Because people be all over the world on YouTube. Yeah. I don't know how you say your name. Jadhana. Just, do your part. Deal with the class for whatever. I don't know how long you're in the class. Maybe like an hour or something. And, try not to let her get to you. That's the thing. Even this is an example of real life too. Like in the real world, you may have a coworker that you got to go to work with every day that's going to be like that. And you either find another job or you figure out how to deal with that situation. And you can't always get out of that. So you got to be the one to bring the good energy. You got to be the one to not be swayed by them and what they got going on. And that's not always easy. It's not easy. But are you going to take on what they have and how they want you to feel and what they're saying about you and all this? Or do you show up as who you are, knowing what you're doing it for, and keep it moving, get in, get out type of a thing? It's only you, your mommy, your sister left. Oh. Yes. Stay strong. Yeah, like cancer's especially like all the different kinds and stuff. There's so much to it. I don't even want to get started right now going down the rabbit holes because I'm going to tell you about big pharma and all these other things. This is also why I talk about stress so much in the nervous system regulation, because it's very important to understand and to implement in your life. The oxidative stress in your body, the toxins in your body is stress. Okay. Our environment, the internet, the EMF waves coming off of technology is stress, and it hits your body and it stresses your field, your physical body, your mental body, okay, and your spiritual, okay. And so we can have stress on all these different levels, and so reduce it as much as you can, which is why I talk about what I talk about. Okay, stress reduction. a lot of that meditation, breath work, grounding, getting out in nature. These are basic things. Getting sunlight on your skin, especially now before the winter comes. And when the winter is here, vitamin D with K2 and oxidation, wild blueberries, okay, any antioxidants, getting those in your system, and whole foods, cutting out as much sugar as you can. Sugar is a drug. If you didn't know this, and we don't like to call things what they are. Okay, social media, you can be addicted to it. We know this. It's a drug. Like you the chemicals that you're getting from that interaction, it makes you feel like you're taking a drug. Sugar is a drug. Like, look up Wheat Belly. It was a book I read years ago, and I knew some things, but on that level of understanding that, like, literally the signals that's being sent in your brain is the same thing as taking other drugs, like illegal drugs, is what sugar does to us, and it's in almost everything if you're not careful, is crazy. Like, it's actually insane, and it's not okay. And we feed our kids this stuff. I mean, and we ingest it, and then you got to think, if you drink, each one of those drinks that you have, let's say you have 3 or 4 in a night, not just calories, because we can talk about calories, but how much sugar is in that drink? And that's one day. How much sugar are you intaking in one day? It's not good for your body over a period of time. Here and there, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not saying cut everything out and go vegan and, live off your breath and live off the sun and all that. I'm not saying that. I don't do that. All right, let me see what y'all talk about. Your dad used to say we are all sheep at the end of the day. Yeah, somebody brought it to my attention. If you're in America, they're now doing the flock cameras. They're everywhere, along with the data centers. A whole different conversation. But flock, sheep. Keep an eye on the sheep, okay? And, there's always the black sheep, right? Who get shunned by the other sheep because they're different. They don't fall in line. They don't go with the whole herd. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not easy being that, to go against it. Peter Cooper, you don't even know me. You hop in here and you start spouting off stuff. I know you're not all there. Okay. I'm not even a Democrat. If you think either or is the choice, and there's not a whole problem, you don't understand what's happening. Okay. Advocate, find somewhere else to go. Unless you want to send some money to my Cash App. Okay. Y'all are hopping in the wrong live. I'm not the one. Okay. Or the two, as they say. So you can keep it moving. But yeah, like, we're in a different level here. Y'all not there. So I need you to follow along. Okay. Y'all are the sheep. Okay. And you probably have too much sugar in your system. You need to lay off of it. It's messing with your mind. And that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Okay. They get us through these screens. They get us through our food. What are we intaking? Through the music, the sounds. Okay. They burn the books. They've done that before in history multiple times. They suppress things. They change the narrative. Because the winner, the victor, gets to say what actually happened. The map. Look at the map. We all know Africa is the largest continent. But it's shown as smaller than Russia. Like, in Asia. Like, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. Why? This is when we start asking questions. This is what I call a seeker. If you're a seeker, you start asking questions. And I think it's very important that we do. But if you don't have enough capacity to even go through day-to-day life and live life, you don't have enough capacity to hold the answer to these questions, to hold what comes next after you find out. So you don't really want to know at that point. You got to be able to hold that. And you have to be stable enough mentally to pursue some of these things, because it can get real shady. Um, yeah, you need some mental stability before you start pursuing down certain rabbit holes and things. And people get stuck, and people wants to know everything. Look, I used to watch Nancy Grace so much back in the day with Casey Anthony and all that during that time. And I think this is like what, 2008 or 9, maybe 2010 at the most. I mean, I wanted to know the news right when it happened. I used to watch to be on top of things because I had started going down the rabbit holes of things and questioning. And but we didn't have it like it is now. You get on TikTok or something, you seeing like every second of the day is something new here, there, everywhere. News, local news everywhere. So you seeing everything. And back then, I mean, there was only certain like high level cases and things, but I was watching it every day. I would watch it, watch the whole case and this and that, and da da da. And then I started going down rabbit holes of different things and all of this stuff, and like how the whole system was never even set up for us in the first place, especially people like me. All right, especially a person of color. Okay, especially a lesbian, especially like someone who thinks outside of the box, who doesn't follow what I've been told. Okay, and so starting to ask questions, you start to find the answers to it. Okay, and now a lot of it's disclosed, a lot of it's out there, so there's no theory to it anymore. It's like this is what it is. What topic? We're just talking oblivion. We're talking about, I don't know. We're just going off. But I'm just saying, if you're not ready for all the information, you can start to go into like psychosis. You can go into you can get stuck in a spiral, in a loop, a deep dark loop. There's also having anger, knowing this information, having anger that people aren't getting what they should get or whatever it is. You're gonna start to have these emotions come up. You got to be able to process that. What do you do with that emotion? Do you feel hopeless, like you have nothing, no power, and you're stuck here, or do we feel like we can do something about it? Oblivion, are you listening? What am I promoting? Okay, I'm talking about my story and my journey, and also some of what other people were talking about, and how there is no left or right. Okay, and we need to understand that like things have fallen apart. What are we doing now? And we need to be looking on a local level now. Locally, what are we doing? Do you know where to buy your food at locally? Do you know where to shop locally? Because your money votes. All right. What I said before, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, Oblivion is not listening. All right, well, you need to lay off the sugar. I talked about that earlier. You need to lay off the sugar or whatever it is you over there putting in your body, because you're not hearing. I need you to listen. All right, pay attention. Okay. But yeah, so it's so much to life. It's so much to life, and you'll have people like this that'll try and tell you what you should believe. So if you're not strong, you can get swayed. You can start to doubt yourself. But you build up here, you build up here, your spiritual body, your energetic field. You notice these things and you can block it. And actually transmute it too, because you're giving me views right now, Oblivion. Thank you so much. And also commenting, so you're helping out the algorithm. Appreciate it. Oh, well, that's interesting. Peanut butter and banana sandwiches fried. I've never heard of that before. I'd try it. I mean, anything fried is not the healthiest for you. We know that. It's also, what are we frying it in? Is one of the bigger things, because usually corporations are going to go the cheapest route, which will mean they're frying it in some sort of oil, like a seed oil that's not good for us. Our body cannot process that. It's gonna oxidize. Okay, it's gonna add stress to our body. It's gonna clog the system, especially if we eat it a lot. So it's what is being fried in as well. What do you cook? The oils that you cook with, are they even supposed to be cooked on a high temperature like that? And again, like that much, and how often are you eating it? That's more of the question than if you actually just eat it like here or there or something, I believe. I think everybody should be doing some sort of a detox or fast every so often, at least once a year. At least once a year. I don't understand why we're quoting the Quran in here right now. Hey, what's up, Ty? Hey, Brendan, thank you for subscribing. These little fruit flies have been crazy this summer. I've been good. I've been doing very well. Yeah, celebrated my birthday early, got back, recouped from that, and been working on some videos, like editing some videos. I recorded a video by the beach. The first time I did it, the mic wasn't even on. And then the second time, it wasn't as good as the first time, but I'm just going to cut it down and we'll see what that looks like. So yeah, I've just been cutting up some content as well as working on some other things personally. Okay, Oblivion. So then that means you should be doing that. Why are you here? What are you doing in here? What are you even doing? How do you know I don't do that? That's not what my content is even about. It is. It's to empower people and equip them so that they can do those things. So you just don't even know where you're at right now. You're jumping to conclusions. I need you to figure that out or move on. Okay? It's hard to eat healthy. You drink loads of Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Yeah, I'm going to need you to cut back on that, okay? Like I just said, it's a drug. Sugar's a drug. Okay, we want to cut back. And zero sugar does not mean it's not including like aspartame and stuff like that, like other chemicals in there. Okay, it's going to be difficult. You may go through withdrawals. You probably will, especially if you've done it for a period of time. How old am I? I am almost 40. What are you talking? It was a Jewish guy who coded this? What are you talking about? Coded what? Did I watch that documentary I told you about? No, I have not had a chance yet. I did screenshot it, so I will. Is pizza bad? Again, it's what are the ingredients? I mean, you know, the cheaper, of course, cheaper, easier, more convenient, cheaper. So the quality is probably not going to be as good as you could if you made it yourself or if you bought something a little more expensive that had more natural ingredients. As far as dough, I mean, we're talking flour, usually bleached flour. Sourdough is better. But you can do some sort of a flatbread or something. And I would talk more on the cheese that's on the pizza. But Whole Foods, buddy. Brendan, Whole Foods, man. Whole Foods. And if you can't eat your veggies right now, drink some green drinks or take a supplement with some greens or something. You need to get some greens inside your body. All right? Just a little bit at a time. Well, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, oxidative stress. It stresses your body physically. Okay? I'm not talking about mental stress and life in general. I'm talking like physically, toxins in your body. And then lymphatic system. At least start to get your body moving. Work out, move your body, walk. Start with just walking more. Get up and I know you hate vegetables. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because you're addicted to sugar and flavors. Which, my video that's going to be coming out, I think I'm going to let it come out on Sunday. I was going to push it back a week. But I might let it come out on Sunday. I talk about scent. Because this is a nasal inhaler. Okay? This is part of my product that I created. This is for nervous system regulation. And you put whatever scent you want inside of here. And you smell it. And we practice this for at least 30 days. You'll practice that. And we're going to ingrain ourselves to identify that scent as whatever we want it. So safety and security and like calming our nervous system or focus. Okay? And once we do that, we can use this wherever we go, whenever we need to tell our body that we are safe or that we need to focus, whatever it is. And so that helps with your nervous system so we're not sending adrenaline, cortisol through our body, rushing through our body at all times. You don't want your insulin's going to be messed up when you get older. You're probably going to have diabetes. You're probably going to be on pills if we don't address things now. So I know you hate the vegetables, but you got to just do it. People drink alcohol, don't taste good, but they just do it. Why? Because the feeling that they get after. It's like the same thing. Veggies might not taste good in the moment, but you're going to feel good and look good later. All right. So what do you want more? You want the temporary satisfaction right now, which most of us do. We want that comfort. Or do you want that long-term gain, that's true sustainable gain, that when you get older, you don't have to be under pharmaceutical control, okay, that you don't have to be worrying about those other things, that you can still move around, get around, that you can feel good in your body and look good and be happy that you put that work in. You've been struggling with it for a long time. You're 22. Ty, you need to block them websites. Block them websites. Okay, and whenever you feel the need, you need to get down and do some push-ups. That's what you need to do. Work out. Transmute that energy. Find somewhere else to direct that energy. Work out. Do some crunches. Do some push-ups. Find something that you cannot do. Let's say you can't do pull-ups, and you work on that. Okay? And focus on that. Keep your attention on that. That's going to give you more gain than the other thing would. That's actually taking away from your creativity. And it's taking away from other mental energy that you could use towards other things. So you want to conserve that. It will do your body a lot of good as well. You like fried chicken fast food. I understand. I get it. Especially when you start to smell it. You're used to it. You're going to start craving it. Pepper is technically a vegetable. Yeah. All herbs and spices. They're all vegetables and plants. They're just ground up, dried, freeze-dried, dehydrated, and ground up. That's what I was thinking about. Dehydration and ground up. Yeah. Paprika is peppers. Okay? It's all ground up minerals, herbs, that type of stuff. Lolita. 2 questions. What about people with medical issues? Also, how do you get 4,000 hours? Yeah. Let's talk about that. 4,000 watch time hours on YouTube. And after January, it's going to be 8,000 watch time hours. Do y'all understand how many watch time? Y'all are helping me right now with these lives. That's why I'm still doing them, because this is where I actually get my watch time hours from. I need to do a more. I'm actually thinking about doing another video per week. So I'll do my Sunday, I'll do these live streams, and I'll still put out another video during the week of just maybe vlogging, or I don't know. Nothing, not a whole lot of heavy editing, because I'm not trying to do that. That's why I stopped doing videos back in the day when I was traveling. So I don't know, just me living life, just me talking. I don't really know, which I want to see more of. But 4,000 watch time hours is really appealing to an audience, and putting out more videos, and hopefully a video takes off and you can get a lot of views from that, because yeah, that's gonna be difficult. But I got what, 3-4 months left, 3 months, something like that. Question, what about people with medical issues though? Yeah, that just depends, because it would all depend on your lab work and what medications you take. So there's no blanket statement for people like that. But whole foods, and walk, and get outside in nature, and reduce stress. That's what I got. Anybody that will help you at any point in time. If you question what do you need to do, we don't need to overcomplicate it. It's the basics. True sleep, which means you probably need to move your body more to wear your body out. Okay, so we need to walk, or you can go work out, strength train. Okay, but probably go walk, reducing stress depending on where you're at in life. So we reduce our stress by walking, which means we can get out in nature. Okay. Meditate, breath work. That's what I do. I truly believe that's helped me look the way I look and keep my body right and stuff. Also, my flow that I do. I did it on the last live, I believe it was. No, the live before last. When I was here, I did my flow. I'm actually going to do a video on that. So you'll see my flow that I do every morning. Real basic. It's a mix of like Qigong, a little fascia release, type of stuff, but it gets your lymphatic system moving. Your lymphatic system moves toxins through your body. It doesn't have a pump, so you have to pump it yourself. I used to do a little bit of it before I would strength train and work out at the gym. I would stand there and do a little bit of it. Now I don't have a gym to go to, so I do my flow every morning while I listen to an audio track that I created. Some days if I don't listen to that, I'm listening to something educational, or I'm just brushing my teeth and stuff, or when I have my face stuff on, I'll do a little bit. Once I finish with all that, I'll finish it up and do the rest of it on the yoga mat. But stretch my body and get the lymphatic system moving. Get outside, walk if you can, whole foods, sleep. Basics. If you start there, we can get our body back into its natural rhythm, and from there, then we can figure out, okay, now what? Like, okay, what am I deficient in? Then we can start adding some of this other stuff. But we don't want to overcomplicate it and do too many things at one time. Hot sauce is technically a vegetable. You put hot sauce on your chicken, that's a vegetable. Okay, yeah, but how much, though? You're not putting enough for it to make an impact. I understand what you're saying, but you're not putting enough to make an impact. Sprouts. Okay, you can do some broccoli sprouts. Here, I'll take you into my kitchen since y'all want to talk about food and stuff. I'll take my drink over here. All right, I'm going to show y'all a couple things. I'm trying in my kitchen. A little bit of what I do. Like I said, I do my flow in the morning. I drink my water with Celtic sea salt and lemon in it. All right. This, not iodine table salt. Get rid of it. Okay. Celtic sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Y'all shaking a little bit. All right. And some water. More like not cold water. I know some of y'all like your ice cold water, but it's probably not good for you. You're going to have to do some things that you don't like. It's going to be uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. What do you really want? Do you really want it or not? You're going to make excuses, or you're going to start just doing the uncomfortable thing. You're not going to like it. You're still going to do it anyway. This is how we build mental resilience as well. It's not just physical, mental, spiritual as well. We are in a spiritual war, not just a physical one. Okay? So understand what you're doing has bigger implications to it. There's a reason. Like, what I do is on a level of impact of what's going on in the world. Like, I already talked about some of that earlier in this video. I already talked about it. We only not going into the corporations. That's what I was going to tell y'all what I researched last night. I went down a whole rabbit hole. I stayed up pretty late. I didn't like some of the stuff I found out. But if you don't do it right now, you're going to have to rely on somebody else. And you're not going to like the person you got to rely on. Okay? You can be a slave or you're going to take control. All right? Orange juice. Yeah. Not concentrate, though. We want real oranges. But I'm going to tell you this. Some things that we were taught is not the full truth. Doesn't mean it was a lie. It's just not the full truth. Oranges are not the best place to get vitamin C. You can get vitamin C from oranges. But I'm going to tell you what else you can get vitamin C from. Did you know that? These actually have more vitamin C than oranges. Kiwi. Kiwi has more vitamin C than oranges. You should be eating kiwi. You like sweet stuff? This is sweet. Okay? Transition over, get you some kiwis. Find some sort of a fruit that you like. Okay, of course, you're already eating a lot of sugar, so you want low glycemic foods. But, you know, you got to ease off of some things. Not the website. I don't do that. I mean the physical act. Well, Ty, if this is true, I'm reading y'all comments now. Let me catch up real quick because I do want to read y'all comments. If that is true, buddy, work out. Find a different outlet. I already told you this. Find a different outlet to put that energy into. Okay? You need to control that. Get it under control. And I already told you, work out. Find a creative outlet. But I would say physically move your body. That will wear you out. Okay? But then it's also like you just have to have some discipline You gotta have some discipline. Start telling yourself no. Sometimes you gotta parent yourself. You gotta say no. All right? Like, do you really, like, what do you want more is the thing. Like, it's all about, like, what we really want. Are you willing to sacrifice some things to get what you want? Are you willing to do what you have to do that's going to be uncomfortable, especially initially? You'll get used to it. You'll figure out these things as you go. But you got to start just saying no. You got to start just doing something different. How about you take her to a park and walk? What do y'all do? Like, do y'all go out and do stuff? Because you need to get out the house then. Like, don't put yourself in a situation to where you can participate in any of that. Okay, go places where you can't do that. All right, you're 53, you eat one time in 24 hours, and you've been doing that for years. All right, cool. Do what works for you. You do MMA. Okay, that's cool. You like bacon, cheese, egg sandwich, fried. Why you gotta have it fried? Look, I used to eat plates of bacon, so I'm not judging. I just know what works for me, what I've seen work for others, what I've seen in the industry, and also what I see when people get older and what happens to you when you don't break these habits now. A morning without coffee is like sleep. Caesar. Okay, that's cool. Hey, I'm gonna catch you in the next live. Yeah, I'll try and watch that documentary. Thanks for hopping in, though, Ty. Appreciate it. Keep doing your thing. I'm gonna do some MMA too. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But at some point, I will do something like that. That or like jujitsu. Well, we will see. Caffeine. All right. Depends what type of caffeine we're talking about. I've tried different types of brands. This is the first time me trying this one. This is not a promo for anything, okay? But mushroom coffee. All right. Cutting out those energy drinks and going more to adaptogens and mushrooms to where it can be cognitive assistance and support over just draining my system just so I can have some caffeine. V8 and Tabasco. So you talking about Bloody Marys? Is that what you talking about? Nifty. What are you even talking about? You don't even know what you're talking about. But thanks for the views. Paul, what? Y'all just be hopping into people's lives. Y'all are just random. I don't know. Who's putting confidence in man? How about you take accountability for your actions? That's what we're talking about. You got to get up every day and choose to eat better. You got to get up every day and choose to move your body. Like, you choose what to do. You're going to keep doing what you've always been doing? Or you're going to actually change that? Like, do you really want it? Like I keep saying is, do you really want it? Nifty Nufty. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I'm pretty sure we're on the same side, but I don't know what you're spouting off about. Oh, you must. So you're not from America. So you hop in here and you judge, and you think you're better than someone from where they live at, and you start making accusations and accusing them. This is defamation of character, actually. If I want to unhide these comments, y'all, I hide some comments. I don't show everything. But I'm actually against that. And I was going to talk about the research that I did last night, the rabbit hole I went down as far as a part of the pharmaceutical industry and cancers. And basically they're taking from the pig out of their pituitary for injections. And they're like $40,000 for one injection. And infants who have seizures have to take this medication. But they're also saying that this could help with those with chronic stress and anxiety, which is how I even ended up down these only two companies that make this product. And then, what I found from the owners of those companies and all those other, of course, fraud and white collar crime. And it's the same as lower level crime It's just that they take years to be convicted, and lower level crime is like in a day. Okay? And you're talking about hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars compared to millions of dollars. And it's insane. It's pretty crazy, but yeah. K-Way. Is that Walmart or just Whole Foods? What are you talking about? I'm not talking about Whole Food, the store. I'm talking about Whole Foods as in fresh foods, like fruits, vegetables mainly. And then also quality meat. When you do eat meat, if you do eat meat, quality meats, quality dairy products if you do dairy products, whatever it is you do, just higher quality. But outside of that, it's Whole Foods. Whole Foods, like fruits and veggies. That's what I'm talking about, not the store. I don't like Whole Foods really. I think they're overpriced usually, and they're also owned by Amazon, which corporations, like I just said. I mean, they all own everything at this point. After 50, you notice a difference being kosher. You spent all your time just being dad. Oh yeah, I bet. Jimmy, I can only imagine. Free Palestine. Nifty Nufty, don't come in here being rude to people now. Okay. What's up, Luke? Yeah, I get the humidity as far as walking. And you said Canada fires. Yeah. The quality of our air, sometimes is not the best. A treadmill is good. If you can't do that, like I said, just start stretching. I don't, only workout equipment I have right now are resistance bands. I don't even use those. And then I have the ab roller. Other than that, I just have a yoga mat on the floor and I do calisthenics. So I just do push-ups, squats, body weight stuff. So burpees, planks, that type of stuff. I only do that. And I don't do it for very long. Like at a certain point, you're not going to have to do it for long. Just walk when you can walk. If you can't walk, stretch your body to start. Then you can start to do some body weight things. If you have to sit in a chair and do some of it, that's fine. But you can sit in a chair and lift your knees up to your chest. Okay, there's different movements you can do. You can look online and find chair workouts. But just start to move your body a little bit. My main thing, an opinion, would be if you can't walk all the time, is just to do a flow movement every day. Like I said, it's just to get your lymphatic system moving and also to stretch your fascia in your body. So I will look up some Qigong moves, or you can wait for me to post my video that I'm going to post about the flow movements. And I did it, like I said, 2 live streams ago. Near the end of the video, I showed it already. But really, we're shaking the body a lot, tapping the body all over the whole body, and that's going to get your lymph system moving, okay? And then we're just basically loosening up the muscles and stretch it a little bit. That's it. That's all you have to do to start. All right. Yes, we're not going to judge people off of their ethnicities or nationalities. What are you, Nifty, what are you talking about? You come in here hot. Sammy, thank you. Favorite NBA player? Oh, used to be Jason Kidd. Allen Iverson was cool, but I like Jason Kidd. Of course, there's Kobe. Nowadays, I don't really know. I don't follow them now. Steph Curry, of course, he was cool. But, yeah, I don't follow it nowadays. Even WNBA, I love, like, what they're doing. They get more publicity and stuff. Back in the day, Diana Taurasi, which I think she just got an award, and Sue Bird were my 2 favorites. But, yeah, I watch more WNBA than NBA. I did play basketball middle and high school, but I played soccer most of my life. Nifty, you must be new here and you didn't watch the beginning of my video because I've already talked about that. Sammy, what are you talking about? Don't, look, y'all calm it down now. Don't be coming in here being rude. Thank you for giving me views and helping the algorithm out. But don't be in here getting crazy. You're a Jew from Boston. Cool. If you're not a Zionist, you have no problem. Okay. What's with you, Nifty? Where are you from? Because you in here judging everybody else. Where are you from and what do you do? That's what I want to know. What are y'all talking about? I knew some of y'all were gonna start to fall in here soon enough. If you are, enjoy the decline of USA even more. You are disrespectful now. It's not just the US, buddy. Do you not understand this is global? We're talking about global politics. It's not just one country that's affected by all of this. And if you don't understand that, then get it together. All right. What is your favorite NBA player, Levi? Kiwi, vitamin C, food. Yes. Am I behind on these comments? I feel like I am. Kiwi. And what else that you may not know has a lot of vitamin C more than oranges? Can anybody guess? Can you guess? Anybody? What else? Okay, Jimmy, I see you. LTM, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all must have some very sucky lives. Sucks for you. Okay? Thanks for the views. Nifty, where are you from? You still haven't answered me. You're here to point and laugh. You're actually here to give me views and your energy. Thank you. Okay. I don't want to call names, but you got me on the verge. Yeah, we accept all cultures and races and ethnicities around here. And no, we don't do that. Okay, we're not pointing the finger at somebody. Because, again, what are you doing? I want to know, what are you doing? A potato? I don't know about that. Nifty, where are you from and what do you do? Because you haven't answered that. Which means your life is not any better and you're probably under somebody else's control. Again, this is a global issue, buddy. All right? Don't come in here talking like that like we don't know what's happening. Okay? You don't have to answer me. Yeah, I will enjoy your views. You're helping me out, buddy. Okay? What? LTM, why does it matter to you? Okay, what are you? Eva Larry, what's up? Okay, the other thing is red peppers. Red peppers has more vitamin C than oranges. Red peppers. I already chopped up my red peppers. I got one whole yellow pepper. But I'm talking about a bell pepper. All right. Red bell pepper, specifically, has more vitamin C than oranges. So, if you didn't know, get you some of those. Oh, and I came over here because I was going to... It's getting dark in here. I came over here because I was going to show y'all sprouts. That's what I was going to say. If you don't like veggies and things like that, you don't have to eat a whole lot of something. You can just do a little bit every day. So if you had some sprouts, like specifically broccoli sprouts are really good. You could just do a little clump, little handful of them on top of your food in your sandwich or something, or just eat them real quick and then eat whatever else you normally eat, just to get a little bit of more nutrients in your body. Okay, you can start to do a little bit like that. But the main idea, the main thing, is try to cut out some of that sugar. That's it. Some of that processed sugar, processed food, and fried foods that are in no good oil. That's all. Yeah, Nifty, you're just showing your state of mind and what's in here. And you think you're better than somebody. Or you're just bored. Because you probably have nothing going on with your life. But that's all you're doing. Jimmy, don't fall into That whole thing. Let them drift away. Oh, Lord. Y'all really got time to make these profiles and to sit on somebody's live and talk about this stuff? Y'all have nothing else going on with your life. So you're either doing this or you're probably jerking off or something. I don't know if I can say that on here. But and you're probably a man. Y'all got some issues. And you wonder why women don't want to be with you. We don't feel safe with y'all. And look at the way you talk and how you are. Like I said, what's inside of here. Not okay. LTM, why does it matter to you? Okay, you want to send some money to my Cash App or something? Hey, namaste, soldier boy. Appreciate you. What am I doing? I'm chilling in the kitchen. I was talking about foods. I was sitting there. I was supposed to be doing my collage. I was talking about foods. I wasn't going to be on here that long. I'm actually probably going to get off here in a minute because I got things I wanted to do, but I don't know. The sun's starting to go down now. Ray, why does it matter? Why? Y'all hop in here and your first question is, are you a woman? Are you black? Wait, what is wrong with you? Or y'all tell me what I am. I'm some left wing, this and that. Golly, y'all are insufferable. I've said this before. And I hate to say it, but it's mainly men. I don't even know if, yeah, I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all need to get it together. You may be low in testosterone or something. I don't know what it is. And you're upset that I probably got more testosterone than you because I actually look good. Oh, God. Yeah, they're a creep for sure. Go cook and don't talk. You're watching me, buddy. All right? And you're not paying me nothing, so I'm not going to do what you tell me to do. What the hell? Appreciate you, soldier boy. What are y'all talking about? Lord. All right. I'm done with you, Nifty. Maybe, okay, men are good. Why are you hating? I didn't say men aren't good. But if you can read my comments, and I'm not showing even all of the comments because they get very sexual and I don't want to get blocked or anything because of other people. They are also racist, okay, discriminatory, and they're mainly men. So I'm not just saying that just because I want to say it. I'm saying it because it's true. Like, that's literally what's happening. And it happens on all of my lives. All my lives. They hop in, like I said, y'all, but they, them, those kind of men, whatever's wrong with them, hop in here and they start just right at it, going at it. I got a lot of guy friends. I have nothing against men, okay? But a lot of people in this world need healing, and a lot of them are running from it. A lot of them don't want it. A lot of them are miserable. The loneliness epidemic is getting to their heads. All right. Most of them are insecure and jobless, left from India. Hey, soldier boy, thank you, appreciate it. I already know. That's why sometimes I'll have the conversation with them. They're human, usually, hopefully, maybe. I don't know how bots work and all that. And so I'll have the conversation because they're probably lonely and insecure. So if you actually want to better your life, okay, you want to change, you want to enjoy life, you want to experience different things on different levels, then we can have a conversation. But if you're just in here because you have nothing else to do, like you say, you're insecure, you stay in the house, whatever it is you got going on, and you're miserable, and you don't want to see other people enjoying life, you don't want to see other people being courageous, you don't want to see other people confident, you don't want to see other people healthy, You want to talk down on other people? I don't got time for it. And I have no empathy for you. Yep, Ray, exactly. They like me. Yeah, that's why I'm like, y'all, why do y'all... They have some people who are racist and then they come back again the next week. Like, what? How does that make sense? Because you're actually helping me out, which is really interesting. And then, why do you keep watching? That's like those men who has internal homophobia. And they do all these things and then come to find out, like, they're doing stuff in the closet. Yeah, it's like... What? I'm gonna need y'all to figure out what y'all got going on. All right, and that's not everybody. I already know that. It is not. LTM, how can you say that blanket statement? Not every lesbian wants to be a man. That's weird. I don't want to be a man. If I wanted to be a man, I would have transitioned or whatever else. I bleed every month. I am a woman. You can't take that away. That's the thing is y'all come in here, y'all be saying this stuff, like I said, trying to tell somebody who they are and what they are and what they should believe. That doesn't work over here. Okay, you're giving me your energy. So thank you. And you're showing me that you don't know what you believe. You're showing me that you're probably not all the way there. And you got some stuff in here that I don't want nothing to do with. That you need to figure that out. Okay? Asking a Boston Jew about Israel is like asking an African American in Georgia about Africa. I don't know, man. Never been there. If you can make money off of it, sister, then do it. I'm not making money. That's the thing. I'm not even making money off of this. I gotta have 4,000 watch time hours before I can make money. I used to travel around, document my traveling. I was in the monetization program. But I for some reason it didn't get grandfathered in when they changed things up a couple years back. So I don't make money. I show up and I do this because I believe in what I talk about. I believe in the importance in it. I believe in just this interaction, being here right now. Okay, this is deeper than just me being on YouTube just to be here, trying to make money. Like, I'm not making money. Did I watch the recent Spider-Man movie? I did not. No, I don't really go to the movies. And I don't really watch a lot of TV. I did just finish the second season of Avatar, but usually I'm working on things. Usually I'm doing content, editing, working on my business, working on my collage, getting outside. Yeah, that's it. Like, this is my mission. This is what I do. And so that's my focus. That's what I get up and do. That's why I get up and move my body. Because I can't stand up here and tell y'all to eat better, okay, if I'm not doing it. I can't tell you that this stuff works if I haven't tried it. Like I live this. This is my life. And that's why I'm passionate about it. And that's why I don't let somebody come here and try and tell me who I am or what I'm doing and what I'm doing it for. Okay, you knew around here then. And you're going to find out. Or you're going to go somewhere else. So, yeah, I don't... Yeah. Nah. Okay. Like I said, a lot of my life, I struggle with that identity thing and religion and all this stuff. But no. It's 2.5 hours. The movie is? Spider-Man movie? Ain't that a little long? Your daughter is 10. You might need advice someday. Yeah. That's cool though. So you still in it. You still dad like right now. I thought you meant like your kids are growing up or something. That yeah, you got a interesting next 8 years or so. You might have another 2 or 3 years of like, okay, not too much. But yeah, that teenage years might be a trial for sure. Depending on how your daughter is, I mean, you know. But we all know, I'm sure, you know, growing up as a teenager, we hit those awkward years. And you're trying to figure out, like, who you are and fit in, but also, like, do your own thing. But also, like, there's social media nowadays and phones and stuff. So that changes things. You only post to YouTube. Is live streaming and setup difficult? No. Nope. No, it's all the plus at the bottom is how you can upload videos. That's how you post your community tab And yeah, you can go live. LTM, give me some money then. Why you worried about it? Yeah, okay. You got to go too. I ain't got time for it because you're not talking about nothing. All right. Full-time dad, you got to stay healthy. Yeah, exactly. As you should. And then you're also showing her that too. Like, I mean, it's like, they don't do what you tell them, they do what you show them. And it's for all kids. Like, and this is what we learned too growing up. Like, we just saw the people around us. That's how we knew how to do things. I mean, and that dictates how we see the world a lot of times. Until you can grow up and figure it out on your own and kind of have your own experiences, then you got to go on your own journey, which is what I talk about, self-discovery journey. But yeah, initially you see, even subconsciously, you picking up on the energy in the room. You're picking up on how your parents interact, like how your other siblings are, because if they came before you, then they already know the rules and the lay of the land. So, you know, you're kind of getting it from them. And so, I mean, yeah, we just, you know, we're paying attention to everybody around us, seeing what they actually do, like you said. Or like I said, like, you can tell them something, but you have to show them as well. And you have to let them experience it for themselves, as we know, because we got to experience life ourselves and learn from it. Also, it deletes their messages once I block them or hide. I don't know. I can't block them. YouTube's kind of weird. I don't know. You can't block somebody from your channel. I can hide them. So I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know how that works. But I gave y'all a couple chances. Some people I can convert over and they become subscribers and hopefully they're gaining something. But some lost causes. Oh yeah. 13 what? I'm gonna have to get off here, y'all. Man, I wanted to... the sun's gone down now, so... I don't know if I'm trying to go out there right now. Well, I didn't do my collage. I knew it. Anytime I say I'm gonna do something on here, that's why I didn't even say what time I was gonna go live. Because, you know, things change, but I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna co-work. I'm gonna work on this. And then I sit here and talk to y'all. Which, like I said at the beginning, I enjoy that. Thank you all for talking with me. I do appreciate it. Everybody who stayed in here with me, who's tapped the like button, who's watched this, who's subscribed, who just, you know, hangs out with me. Whatever it is, I do appreciate it. Yeah, 13. 13, yeah, imagine her a teenager, 15, 16. And she want to go out with her friends and stuff. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna get off here. I need to eat. I want to go do something, but it's gonna get dark, and I think it's supposed to rain like the next few days, which I look forward to that because I want to enjoy like being in the house and like listening to that while I'm working on stuff. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for hanging out. Hey, Free the Role Player, appreciate you. All right. You can always comment on any of my videos. We can chat about whatever y'all want to talk about. Like I said, I think I'm going to start adding another video per week. I'm going to attempt to, or see how that goes and what it looks like. And I want that to just be more personable. I ain't going to show you all my stuff and all my life and whatever, but yeah, whatever it is. What do you want to see? I want to see like some vlogs type stuff. Day in the life, I guess. I don't really do much. Like I said, I'm working. Like, I'm not doing a whole lot. I was also thinking about just doing a workout, my flow. And whenever I do my flow, I can hop on here, or I'll just do like tracking progress on my handstands. I don't know, something like that. So let me know, what do y'all want to see more of, and I will make some content based around that. But I do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.